Online learning often faces the challenge of low student engagement. But fear not, because the interactive power of H5P is here to make a difference. In this video, we are diving deep into the world of H5P, exploring how to infuse captivating interactivity in educational content typically taught at high school or college level. Not only will I guide you through the process of creating these engaging elements, but I will also show you how to seamlessly integrate them into Moodle. Stay tuned as we unveil the incredible value of formative assessments that can be derived from these interactive experiences. We will use a non-trivial explanation of the 4 types of data commonly used in research as our topic for an H5P video interactivity. We will use a PowerPoint animation to make this explanation very compelling. The animation will help students understand the different types of data. Once your PowerPoint animation is complete, we will save it as an MP4 file, making it a portable and widely supported format for video content. The MP4 file will be the foundation for our learning activity. We will present our learners with various question types, such as single answer and multiple answer multiple choice questions, and drag the word question types as they work through the video. This interactivity should test their knowledge and enhance their understanding of the topic. To give you a real feel of how students engage with this H5P package, we will provide a screen recording allowing you to see firsthand how students interact with the content. Furthermore, in the video description below, you will find a link to access the final H5P package in my very short and free complimentary Moodle course. To explore this content and experience the kind of formative assessment feedback students can expect from H5P, simply follow the link provided in the description.
At the start, a brief text message overlays the video, setting expectations for the learner. Following that, a menu appears, offering the learner access to specific time slots in the video. Clicking a menu item allows the learner to jump to the desired section. The material is then explained, presented in bite-sized chunks. Post each segment, the learner's recall and comprehension are tested with various item types, exportable to Moodle. Finally, a comprehensive summary is provided, capturing what was presented and mastered. This summary is seamlessly passed on to the learning management system for the teacher's review. Let's dive into an interactive learning experience.
Here I am logged into my H5P account that I got for free after a quick visit to h5p.org. I select Try out H5P. This opens the door to creating a project that's not only interactive but also incredibly versatile. Why? Well, because H5P delivers your creation as an HTML package. That means you are not confined to just one platform. You can deploy your interactivity on your blog site or anywhere HTML is in action. It is flexibility and creativity rolled into one seamless experience. Let us explore the possibilities together. H5P offers a diverse range of interactivities. Take some time to explore each one. Now imagine this. In my mission to teach my students about research variables, I decided to go beyond show and tell. I'm transforming an MP4 video clip derived from a PowerPoint animation into an interactive teaching and learning resource. H5P is not just a tool, it's a gateway to dynamic and engaging learning experiences. Let us embark on this journey together and redefine the way we teach and learn. Click on Tutorial or Example to get some background on interactive videos in H5P. Now, first things first, let us give our interactivity a name. Next up, we are uploading our video. It's as simple as that. And we're laying the foundation for an interactive learning experience that's hopefully both exciting and engaging. Ready to roll? Since my video is a bit hefty, over 16 megabits, I will have to host it on YouTube and provide a link. Ready for the next step? Now, let us fine-tune our interactive video. We have to name it, and if needed, add some subtitles. I will call ours Research Variables. Next, there are settings that dictate how our video behaves, where it starts, if it loops, and so forth. You can play around with text and translations, but for now, let's stick with the basics. The real showstopper? Adding those interactive bits to our video right here. Let's get into it. In this screen, we have something special in store as we explore the world of H5P video interactivities. Now that we have uploaded our learning content, it is time to take it up a notch and engage with our audience on a new level. This menu offers 15 interactive elements and 2 further spots where we can make our content come alive for our learners. We are fine to use 5 of them and uncover the potential of each. First up, we will insert a text message. Think of it as your virtual post-it note. It is perfect for dropping notes to your learners at strategic points in the video. Let's delve into the specifics of our text message. We kick off with 3 crucial settings, which are standard across most interactivities. We are telling the learner's video player when to display the message. In this case, during the first second, from 0 to 0.01. I have added a pause to ensure the learner gives it the attention it deserves. Notice how I have chosen to present the message as a poster instead of a button, setting up the expectation for learner interaction. Beyond the text itself, there are a couple more settings to ensure our message functions seamlessly. We have opted for a clean white background with a subtle shadow to make it stand out. When the learner clicks the box, we want action. In this instance, taking the video to a specific time code. Now I have set the time code half a second after the pause for a smooth transition. And to enhance user experience, I have made sure the text box appears clickable. Always remember to hit Done. You can revisit and tweak these settings anytime. Let us make sure every detail is just right. Once you have made all your adjustments, click on Done. And don't forget to seal the deal with a click on Save. Now you will find yourself back on the screen, giving you a preview of your interactivity, just as your learners will see it. If you want to fine-tune anything or make further edits, a simple click on Edit will do it. It will take you back to the initial window where we uploaded the video and explored the 15 menu items at our disposal. Easy, right? Let's keep perfecting this interactive experience. Now let's talk about navigating through our interactions. When you click on Add Interactions, it takes you right back to the Interactions menu. Need to tweak something? No problem. Just click on the interaction and that little blue menu will guide you to the edit function. Now onto our next interaction. Let us say our learners aren't up for watching the whole video every time. We want to give them the power to pick and choose, right? So here's the plan. We'll create a menu allowing them to select the bits they're uncertain about. This is the menu that we've got in mind. This layout asks for the crossroads activity. We should know exactly where each of these topics pops up in our video timeline. So I have a handy list to keep me on track. Let us make navigating the content as smooth as possible. Let us implement the crossroads interactivity. It needs a specific moment to appear, and you'll notice it pops up right after that initial text notification. I throw in a pause here because, well, we want our students to think about their choices. The question I pose to the learners is simple. Choose where you want to go next. From there, I line up a series of choices, each with its own designated time slot in the video. Once our learner makes a choice, the corresponding topic appears. After viewing the topic, we will challenge them with an interactivity and test their understanding. If they ace it, they can proceed with the video, or if they do not, they will hop back to the crossroads. We will dive deeper into these knowledge interactivities shortly. You can, if you want to, make multiple copies of the crossroads and strategically place them at the end of each topic, giving learners continuous options to branch off wherever they wish. It is all about customization and empowering the learner with choices. Let us keep crafting this interactive journey. Let us take a moment to recap and sketch out our next moves. We have a video that delivers the content our learners need. We have also given them a heads up about what to expect. We are providing them with a clear roadmap to guide them through the essential segments. Now, to ensure our learners have truly grasped the content, let us think about some questions. For now, we can only focus on the first two levels of Bloom's taxonomy: remembering and understanding. The higher levels should be tested in practical application assignments. I have a set of 3 questions lined up: a single answer multiple choice, a multiple answer multiple choice question, and a drag the word question type. Single answer multiple choice questions are valuable for their efficiency, objectivity, and ability to cover a broad range of material. However, they should be used as part of a well-rounded assessment strategy that also includes other question types to ensure a comprehensive evaluation of participants' knowledge and skills. Multiple answer, multiple choice questions offer value by providing a more nuanced assessment of participants' understanding and higher order thinking skills. The value of drag the word questions lies in their interactivity, visual representation, application of knowledge, and adaptability to various subjects. They can contribute to a more comprehensive evaluation of participants' understanding and skills. After each video segment marked by our Crossroads roadmap, we will pose these questions at our learners. If they nail it, on they go. If not, they will be back at the crossroads, ready to pick the same segment, to give it another shot, or another segment. Remember, the aim of H5P interactivity is formative, so it is all about learning and growing. Let us keep this journey of interactive learning rolling. Now, let us talk about crafting assessment questions to gauge our learners' knowledge and understanding. I will not sugarcoat it. Creating solid assessment items takes time and effort, but the payoff is worth it. The good news is that assessments crafted in H5P can be exported to Moodle's question bank for future use. For this round, I have opted for a multiple choice question, but the process is quite similar for other assessment types. We will walk through the format: question content, alternatives, tips, feedback, and then overall feedback and behavioral properties. This question comes just after our general discussion on variables in the video. The video should pause, giving learners time to reflect. The question will be displayed as a poster. Naming the question descriptively is very important. It is like creating a catalogue of what's mastered and what needs more attention when learners receive reports from H5P or from the LMS. Now let's get to the heart of it, the question itself. Starting, of course, with the correct alternative. Later, H5P will ensure that the alternatives are scrambled for fair testing. Since we are using H5P as a formative assessment tool, we want to provide ample information, including tips, without turning the assessment into a no-brainer. Next, let us consider some distractors, those tempting wrong alternatives. Plus, we will map out the tips and feedback that roll out when alternatives are selected or not selected. Crafting multiple choice questions demands considerable effort. So here's a pro tip. Outline the content for each question beforehand in a text document. And when it's time to set things up, just copy and paste from your planning sheet. You will find a handy planning sheet template in the complementary Moodle course I mentioned earlier. Quick reminder, when you are on Add Interactions, finding and editing interactions is a breeze. Look for these markers under the playhead of the video. Once you spot the interaction you want to edit, click on it and hunt down this little menu bar. Select Edit. Now on to the next phase, creating a drag and drop word interactivity. Let us keep the momentum going. Now let us challenge our learners on the nuances of numerical or quantitative variables. We have two lenses to view numerical variables: discrete versus continuous and interval versus ratio. The crux lies in the interval versus ratio distinction, chiefly hinging on the presence or absence of a meaningful zero. For instance, take degrees Celsius versus the number of defects. Degrees Celsius is both a continuous and an interval variable, lacking a meaningful zero. On the other hand, the number of defects is a discrete variable, but it's also a ratio variable, boasting a meaningful zero. It is vital for my students to grasp this distinction, so I am presenting it to them in the form of a drag the word task. Crafting this type of test is a breeze compared to the others we have tackled. Just write your sentence and mark the words to be dragged with asterisks. H5P provides clear instructions on the process. Let's keep the momentum going. Multiple answer, multiple choice questions, also known as multiple responses or multiple correct answer questions, serve as a valuable tool for assessing learners' ability to differentiate between various types of categorical variables. In comparison to single answer, multiple choice questions, these types of questions offer a more comprehensive evaluation of participants' knowledge. The significance of multiple answer, multiple choice questions lies in their capacity to assess nuanced understanding and the recognition of multiple correct aspects of a concept. This makes them particularly suitable for the specific objectives we aim to achieve in our assessment. By utilizing these questions, we can delve deeper into the participants' comprehension, ensuring a thorough examination of their grasp on the subject matter. To create this question type, simply proceed as you did for the ordinary multiple choice type. Simply select more than one alternative as the correct ones. Before delving into H5P's deployment in a learning management system, LMS, Moodle in our context, let's incorporate a submit screen. Simply click on the green star to generate the submit screen at the playhead position. I prefer placing it right at the conclusion of the presentation. The submit screen appears like this if a student has correctly answered all the questions. Clicking Submit Answers transfers the information in H5P to Moodle. You might have noticed the Reuse button at the screen's bottom. Clicking on it allows you to download an H5P file for reuse in your Moodle or any other LMS supporting H5P. We will of course use this file when the time comes to import our assessment items into Moodle's question bank. Here is a student's perspective on his performance in the video interactivity that is now housed on my Moodle site. It took him until the third attempt to realize the importance of identifying the small round circles on the video timeline. This ensured that he addressed all questions, including the conclusive summary question, confirming his understanding. In my role as the course teacher, I share the same insights into this student's performance. And finally, as the teacher of a course, you may wish to reuse some of the test items you created in H5P in your Moodle question bank. What follows is a brief explanation on how to achieve this, but you can find more detailed instructions for this in the complementary Moodle course. Please find the link in the description below. Once in Moodle, and assuming your Moodle installation includes the H5P import plugin, navigate to your course, click on More and then Question Bank. From there, choose Import and select H5P content types. The file you obtain by clicking the Reuse button at the bottom of your interactivity needs to be uploaded to import the questions created in H5P. The process, despite my attempt to simplify it, involves a few tricks that you need to keep in mind for everything to work smoothly. These tricks are outlined in the free complimentary Moodle course. As we wrap up our exploration into H5P's video interactivity, remember, engaging online learning is not just a challenge, it's an opportunity. H5P empowers educators to turn ordinary content, even as ordinary as a PowerPoint presentation, into interactive journeys, fostering student involvement. Now, armed with the tools to captivate your audience, dive into the realm of H5P. Infuse life into your lessons and watch the transformative impact on your online teaching. Embrace the power of interactive learning, enhance student understanding, and create an educational experience that resonates. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Happy teaching.